understands what happened, but were you able to learn about anything?
Wendy, we've got a problem. The 99 of Ricky Stenhouse almost up in the air. Almost over is the 99 of Ricky Stenhouse Jr. This could be the end of the run for the championship.
Boy, the right rear tire is gone on that car. We didn't see exactly what started this. We're hearing that he blew the right rear tire, which is what started this. And what a, you know, we were just talking about him being 35 points behind as they run. Just 2 laps ago, there's Jeff Campy, crew chief, cannot believe it. What a horrible break for Ricky Stenhouse Jr., this entire Roush Fenway organization.
You know, we're seeing a rash of tire problems today, and that's something that we have not seen here. I mean, we've seen this a lot of this race won a lot of times with coming in and putting run right sides only. You know, so tires have never been a problem here. So be curious what was causing that today.
See Ricky very, very disappointed, I'm sure, and looked very, very fortunate that he didn't get that thing up in the air. It got up in the air, did not go over.
Didn't roll over. But it was close. He got turned around backwards. That car went up in the air, came right back down on its wheels.
Being a veteran open wheel driver, it wouldn't have been the first time he'd been upside down.
Hey, that's the first time probably this, you know, in the last 2 or 3 weeks that he's been upside down.
Right.
What a disappointing ending to this race. And the variable has always been when you come to Talladega, you could be involved in something that will end your day early.
There he is right there, right behind. The right rear tire went down. Justin Lofton had nowhere to go. Look how high that car gets up in the air, and it comes right back down when the roof flaps deploy.
Roof flaps have saved a lot of cars from being upside down in our sport.
You see the debris right there. The tire already went down. Justin Lofton was having a great race. He had nowhere to go. He has a lot of damage, but unfortunately, this is the one these guys circled at the beginning of the year.
Sparks all over the place. Contact. Jack Wood goes around. Jesse Love gets collected.
Connor Jones, a 25 car, just ran into the back of Jack Wood.
Yeah, I feel like there was more cars stuffed in there than we probably saw. Obviously, a tight battle for the lead, but I think there was 2 cars that dove down into the dog leg and made it a pretty wide racetrack. And yeah, 2 of our best cars wrecked out of this race.
Oh, that one's gonna hurt.
It looked like maybe the 25 of Connor Jones just misjudged, but when the other cars came back up onto the flat, onto the racetrack, off the flat, looked like he was just in the corner a little too hard, ran right in the back of Jack. Jesse with nowhere to go. Let's take a look at it right here and see if that's what it looked like on replay. See the AMR safety team coming to the driver's aid. See Jesse moving around as well as Jack in the cars.
Jesse hadn't put down his window net. That's a clear sign that a driver is okay. So they were trying to talk to him. It looks like he's got it down now. Jack Wood has his window net down.
It's a tough break for 2 of our very best cars here.
Oh, Jesse Love talking about him. Led 37 laps tonight, side by side as they go into turn 1.
This 25 car is just going to appear. Yeah, so they were 4 wide going into the corner. And the tough part about this is you're negotiating with 3 other guys. What lane do I deserve to be in? Because if you're the middle car and 4 wide, do you deserve to be on the racetrack, painting the yellow line, or do you have to be below the double yellow line? And I don't think all of them knew that everyone was there. I'd love to see a wider shot of that.
Here it is right here.
Yeah, so they're thinking they're racing the 2 of them for the lead. Meanwhile, they're down here trying to make something happen. And if you're the 25, you probably just back out. You're not going to get a position there. So if you're going to put any fault on anyone, that would probably be why. Otherwise, 4 wide for the lead. That's about all you can ask for, I guess.
Connor Jones in the 25. He is a teammate to Jesse Love.
And so many. I mean, certainly nothing intentional there. That was certainly accidental. But that's one disadvantage to having that 150-foot wide racetrack. When you merge back onto the racetrack, you run out of room, and that's certainly what happened right there to Connor Jones.
Let's get an update with Josh.
Yeah, and Jack Wood came over the radio after that happened and just asked if there's anything he could have done in that situation, and they told him, no, nothing you really could have done there. They just looked at the replay and said, yeah, you did your best, and we know Jack Wood had a fast car, so certainly disappointment for the 16.
It was a great night for him. Was penalized early on in the race.
It would be nice if that contact.
and hard into the wall. And it looks like the 33 of Fontaine is
on his
on
side.
his lid now.
See Bobby Gerhardt also involved.
Gerhardt in the 5. And we are on the front stretch in the tri-oval. Look at the top of the screen first. No, from the bottom to the top.
Looked like maybe Kaz Gralla might have got into the 58 car of Clint King to maybe start this. And again, everybody's out there pushing and shoving and not trying to give up any room whatsoever. You see the 33 of Fontaine sliding on his roof, and it's going to tip back over.
So how difficult?
There's another view. Looked like there might have been some contact there, and that got the 58 of Clint King, I think, into Justin Fontaine's 33 car. Cody Robaugh, Bobby Gerhardt came along with absolutely nowhere to go. You see Derek Lancaster gets into the outside wall right in front of them.
And Justin Fontaine took a big head-on hit.
See right side of your screen, look at the green car. They're just in there pushing and shoving, drafting. Looked like it really got into the 7 of Cody Robaugh, and that got him into Justin Fontaine. But again, nothing these drivers could do. They're just along for the ride right here.
When they're running this close, it's one thing when you're going down the backstretch in a straight line. How difficult is that to do when you're all hooked up nose to tail and coming through that little...
Wasting no time at all. Drew Dahl coming with them. Brett Holmes around. Lap number 1 to 23, and Brett Holmes gets drilled right there. Turn 4 backwards.
Scott Melton to 69. Really nowhere to go. Brett Holmes turns sideways right in front of just about the entire field.
Let's take a look back here. Turn 2, I think, right when we started talking and picked up here, Phil.
Yeah, that's the exit of turn number 2. You see Corey Hine pull to the inside. Jack Wood, the 21, is going to pull to the outside. That puts Brett Holmes in the middle. He got a little bit loose, tried to correct it, almost saved it for a moment. Then again, Scott Melton came along, but really nowhere to go and made significant contact.
Matt, what does the air do to your car or your truck there when you are in the middle?
The middle's the worst place to be, and then you have that wind blowing today. So he got in there and he got in trouble. Just that being in the middle, it's terrible. You lose all the side force, and you lose the down force of the vehicle as well, and it's tough without a doubt.
Brett Holmes loses that air. He was middle of 3 wide. Gets sideways. Scott Melton had nowhere to go.
A shot right in the door of Brett Holmes, and we saw Brett walking around, just a testament to the safety of these Arca Menards cars.
Exchange. Oh, we've got a car in trouble. The 38's got some smoke coming out of the rear of that one. Sheldon Creed looks like he may be in trouble, and yes, he gets up into the wall after that.
Boy, he put down some kind of fluid or something the way he skated with all 4 tires into the fence.
Had to be an oil line came loose or something up front there, because it just slid right up there, and that's some pretty significant damage to Lyra Motorsports.
And as a true rookie, there's situations where you can help, but this way he couldn't. He was stuck on the outside line, which is somewhat the preferred line, but as things went awry, man.
The good news is he's got safety equipment on the inside, just in case.
Yeah, Safecraft safety equipment does a lot of work with all sorts of motorsports. With the fire suppression system, the drivers can engage from inside the cockpit, whether it be a racing boat or a racing car or wherever you need that kind of equipment. So it's a great sponsor to bring along to the Arca Racing Series for the Creed effort out of California.
I think Sheldon knew he was in trouble, but he just couldn't get out of the throttle quite quick enough, and that thing hit the wall. Boy, look at the damage on the rear deck lid.
Hard in the right side of that Ford. Lyra Motorsports, again, multiple cars in this field. They came and tested a couple weeks ago, but Sheldon has a little experience, but little could he do there with a motor issue.
Oh yeah, nothing, not much a driver could have done to change the outcome of that one.
Protecting that line. Oh, we got big trouble on the front straightaway.
They're going to put out the red.
Red flag is out. Kofoid looking to the inside of our race leader, has connected with the number 12 of Bryce Hageberg. Hageberg, a slower car
behind him, and I couldn't even see him. So I don't know what could have been different about that, or if the having windshields makes it kind of tough, and the glare makes it 10 times worse. And I'm glad, he's all right, and I'm not sure what happened to him, but, I feel like if you're broke or stopped, you need to be off the racing line and down to the bottom, but I guess I can only...
Problems, big problems for the 25, Josh Richards.
And Bradley Reithmeyer.
Bradley Reithmeyer, after a strong start to this race, he is also into the wall with what looks like terminal damage.
Yeah, quite a bit of damage to both of those cars. You can see Josh Richards' car right there, the Venturini car. A lot of damage, as well as the Wolfpack Reynolds Toyota for Brad Reithmeyer. So wanted to see Bradley have a great run tonight. This tremendous opportunity in this Wintron Toyota, and unfortunately, it's going to come to an early end.
Screeching halt for Brad Reithmeyer after starting this race third. Let's take a look at what happened.
Looked like a synchronized spin almost. Don't know if there was any contact, but when looked like the 25 of Josh Richards may have gotten sideways in front of Bradley, and Bradley trying to avoid him also got sideways. Both